Anyone kind of want to give us a summary of Horatio Spafford and his life?
I think he had some horrible things happen to him, but in the end, though, it didn't rock his faith. His faith was as strong as a rock. He just, just horrible things. And even after he wrote the song, the terrible train wreck, it's hard to fathom, but faith was strong.
So Philip Bliss is who wrote the music accompaniment to the song, and he's the one that died in the train wreck. So it's like both ends, right? Yeah. What this story doesn't tell you is that after the death of his daughters, he and his wife dedicated their lives to missionary work and serving people all over the world. So even beyond just writing this song, he dedicated his life to service of others, just like he did when he lost his son, right? Why do you think he came up with the words, "It is well with my soul"? How do you think he came up with those words?
He understood the will of God.
Is there anybody in the Bible that his life might compare his life to? What did you say, Nancy? Job. Yes, Eric brought that up. Other people have said that there's a definite comparison to Horatio Spafford's story and the story of Job. And if you aren't familiar with the story of Job, he lost. He had great faith. His faith was tested. He lost his health, his family, his life. I mean, not his life, his wealth. And he remained faithful and was rewarded for that. Do you think this song would, or not the song, but the story, if you would have just read it, would you gotten a different feeling from it versus listening to the song and experiencing the song with the story?
I think just reading the story was really gloomy, but the song seemed really uplifting, actually, to me.
What's that connection? I mean, he wrote the song,
Yeah.
right? So it came from that place, right?
Yeah.
So when you listen to music and you listen to it, does it inspire you in a different way than just reading that story?
Resonates in
Yeah, it connects you to your heart and your soul, which is why when you're singing or listening to music, you're praying twice, right? You're making that deeper connection. So what I want to share with you is that I made a list, I curated a little list of songs. There is a QR code at the top, which you can open your picture, your camera with your phone, you can scan over it, and it'll open into this Google document. You can open it with your phone, and where you see all the songs listed in blue, those, you click on them and they will open as links, and you can listen to every single song that's on this list. And the way that the order in which I have the music arranged starts with a chronological order with chants, a traditional 9th and 10th century chants. And so you see the third song down is Psalm 50. So you can listen to the psalms that we sing during our Mass today, sung in a very traditional way that was how we originally worshiped and sang in our church and in our faith. And then it goes to what we call traditional hymns that spans the 7th century to 19th century. And so that's a very long time, I understand. But those are our traditional hymns. And then it breaks up into genres. And I have songs from the spirituals, R&B, gospel and soul, country and bluegrass, and then contemporary Christian music. What I do want to share is that the traditional hymns, we don't think about them, I don't think we always think about them as transcending all genres, but I wanted to kind of show you how they remain relevant today. So I took How Great Thou Art, and I don't know if you're all familiar with How Great Thou Art, if you don't think you've heard it, you probably have. And it's in the traditional column, and it's also in every other column. So there's a R&B version of How Great Thou Art, there's a country bluegrass version of How Great Thou Art, and then a contemporary version of How Great Thou Art. And then It Is Well With My Soul that you listen to is also what I played was a more contemporary version of that song. So you can see how we can still enjoy traditional hymns, and that their meaning we can still connect with that today. We can all connect with, grief and tragedy that is in It Is Well With My Soul, and find the peace that he found, connect with that peace that he found when he wrote that song. This document you can edit if you feel like you would like to. Just don't remove any songs from it, but you can add columns and add songs to it. If you don't know how to do hyperlinks, that's okay. I added my email address, and so if there's a song you really like, just send me the name of the song and the artist, and I will add it to our list so that we can expand this list and you guys can share and enjoy with each other.
When you go on the list, can you also hear the song?
Yes, yes. So if you like If you take, no, so if you take your phone and you open up your camera and you scan this, it will open up to this document, and when you click on the blue links, it'll open up to YouTube, and then it'll play the song. So you can listen to all of them. All right, so I think we are done. Do you want everybody to go to the front teaching on? Ready to go.
So how did it go? How did you guys like this? One or two speak to you? Maybe this is the way I can pray. Try a different way of prayer. So that's what tonight was all about. Just a real glimpse. I know sometimes some of these stations you guys are going to spend as much time as you wanted. Prayer leaders even had some issues trying to keep them out to 12 minutes. We went a little longer than 12 at all the stations, but try to keep them going. But good, but this is a one way to just kind of look at different prayer ways to pray and find other ways to just do something different in your life. And some of the things that you went through tonight, maybe 5 years down the line, you're gonna go, hey, journaling, that sounds good now. Or hey, I think I'm gonna start the rosary. Or I'm gonna do some Lexio. Open up the Bible and do Lexio on whatever chapter comes up. So just always keep it in your back pocket of different ways just to communicate with God. That's basically what it is, what prayer is all about. It's communicating with God. So thank you very much for a great evening. We don't have to end with a closing prayer because I think all night was a whole prayer session. But I don't know what the topic is next week. What are we talking about next week? We're going to be back in here. We're here now. Sacraments. Are we starting sacraments already?
It's introductions to give to grace.
Introductions to the sacraments. A very Catholic thing. So, yeah, we'll be looking forward to you guys next week, and we'll start introducing what the sacraments are all about. All right. Thank you very much. Have a great week.